In today's episode, we will be going over everything T1's Faker did during the 2024 Esports World Cup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
A pick no one has seen in the top lane before.
You're a genius. Tech Drake is going to be taken down. So first one going to be a Chemtech, second one going to be a Cloud. So no Cloud Soul, I'm a bit sad about that, but that's fine. Don't get everything. There's a flash from Ona. Gets the flash out of Shun here as well as Faker avoids the Stranglethorns. Shun going to get rocketed in the face, and Faker is going to be able to grab that kill. Now T1 moving ahead in the kill.
Just greeting super hard for plates there, sticks around. They have no control over the Dragon Pit. Now they have even less as there's wards everywhere. As they're going to try to make a topside cross map here onto Faker. He's got Flash and Valkyrie.
Yep, Depth Charge going to start this dive up. It's a fantastic Valkyrie to get Faker out of the way, but I don't know whether he's going to survive this one. There's the Stranglethorns, and there is the kill. Oh, the sacrifice from Shun. Is that an X?
Out pushing the Kai'Sa consistently as he just offers more and more poke. Even with True Shot Barrage, you can see these Qs really stacking up.
Yeah, well, another Glacial Prison goes down here as Faker just going to grab that kill onto On, and as we praise him, we cast a curse him. And he is going to be taken out there. So one killed on the side of T1 into one killed on the side of BLG. Getting some poke damage, and these Void Seekers also starting to do a fair bit as well. The rotation around from the Zeri, but the Dragon is down very, very low. There's a Killer Instinct. They take down the Jungler, but can they win the fight is the question. That's the Dragon secured for T1. Carrier is just taking Bin for a ride, and the rest of BLG are just melting. Now the top lane is going to do battle. Yeah, Bin's going to win those as he walks into melee range of the
start the Baron. It's gonna have to be a clean engage from On.
Yeah, there's the flash forward from On. Speaking of which, True Shot Barrage over everyone as Zenith played into the backline just to try to get rid of them. And now Gumayusi, that Killer Instinct really working out. Faker dashing in. It's a little bit split, but it's working as Gumayusi flashes over the wall. There's the double kill. T1 dealing with Bin on the top side.
World Cup.
That's a big old flash forward as Knight's gonna get slowed down. There's the Glacial Prison. Set him up and you knock him down. Carrier and Ona with some great initiation in this game. And there goes the first Nexus of the EWC League of Legends. T1 going to claim it. BLG gonna need to win the next one. If I was a T1 fan, I'd be very, very scared of what's gonna happen on that top side of the map.
Buff, they don't, but gonna force Zeus to TP.
Oh, that's a big TP flank here from Zeus. Let's see what they can actually do. Remember, they're fighting into an Infernal Soul. So yes, it's a gold lead, but it's even more than that. With the Infernal Soul available. Now Nature's Grasp coming in. Can they actually line them up? Find some of these snares. There's the triple root from the mouth. Oh! Boom goes the dynamite. Down goes Knight as Faker rocket jumps his way to safety. Bin going to be eviscerated immediately as the Mega Inferno Bomb goes to Narnia, and that's not going to kill anyone. It's a spear connecting for the double. As Shun, he's still alive, and as it turns out, he's actually enough damage, kind of by himself. At least with Elk there as well, raining down these bouncing bombs. As T1, I think they won that fight, but it doesn't feel like a lot of control.
It doesn't feel like
killing, actually. Piercing Darkness and Primal Surge together, and now Nature's Grasp is going to come on through. Zeus wanting to find those knockups, but the push away is just too strong. Carrier still getting into that backline, and so is Zeus, in fact, but Bin's going to turn up, and now Zeus is in trouble. Knight is able to take him down. Carrier delivering Bin into the backline. May not be exactly what he wanted, and somehow he finds the wall with that hook shot. This should just be the wipe, and BLG will even out the series as Faker is flashing to try and get out of the way, but the Anchor of Destiny from On will be able to pick him out of the air. That's the ace, and BLG will even out the series.
Looks like we're going to that game 3 we all wanted, Atlas. Beautiful satchel charge from Elk and Bin. That team fight was almost perfect. They don't even have to take the Elder to take this one. BLG striking back in a much cleaner, more one-sided game than our first. And we're going to the conclusive game 3 after this. What a way to start off the first Esports World Cup
this time around. I personally am a little bit Gragas biased as far as how well it does in the Jax matchup, but we know that that one is now T1 cut their losses, move back into their jungle. And Carrier actually looking for Elk here. Tempered Fate is going to connect. The Cosmic Binding is so good as he takes matters into his own hands. And now Faker's able to help lock down that kill. There are the resets. Special delivery of Knight as well. As T1 in this team fight looking good, but in comes Bin. Can they actually deal with it? Knight now getting taken down solo. There's a shutdown gold given over to Gumayusi. We said they had to come alive, and I think think they may just have.
I think they just have 2 kills to Guma. The snipe coming out. We're not done yet.
Oh,
Shun.
Carrier finds a meep slap as Shun, he has to flash. Deadly Flourish, too scary, coming through the floor. And T1, they're going to augment this with an outer turret take as well.
Suddenly the map in this game was completely theirs, but it is very quickly T1 favored now.
Oh, Cosmic Binding not going to quite land as the Tempered Fate does go down, but Elk not going to be too worried about it. Carrier still just going aggressive. Bin's just going to kill him. Not entirely sure what the game plan was there, but Shun's still going to take so much damage. Faker just straight up Goomba stomping him. As another bullet, there's the flash from On this time. He's going to be respecting it. Now the quickness comes in. Faker with the sickest flash, and the double knockback from the Gnar is going to be there. Still, T1 losing as much as they're giving here, as this game's getting bloody.
It's getting bloody. We're doing a little bit of mechanics testing here, limit testing, and we're getting deep into these fights. There's a nice try there, but it's not enough from Faker. Root here on tonight, the turret.
Yeah, all of them do. Stranglethorn's in hand here for Owner as well, as they manage to hold them all down. There's the Infernal Soul, and the curtains are being called now as well. There's the Tempered Fate. It does get the stun on tonight, as Valkyrie's now going to be utilized. Magical Journey comes on through, as there's the Gnar. Zeus very delayed once again, but it's a bloodbath, and it's being delivered by T1. Bin trying to get what he can done, but the Buster Shot's too good. Is this going to be a pentakill for the GOAT? No, it's not, because Gumayushi, he wants his piece of the pie, as the Raptors don't get angry at Elk, but he is still running the wrong direction. And I think this hunting party from T1 will be able to take down their prize, unless, well, Magical Journey does come on through. Volley from the brush gives away his position, and Elk is buying a lot of time.
They're not losing any time here in the mid lane, though. T1
Yeah,
just pushing it down right away, just taking this inhibitor. Elk buying a lot of time.
Yeah, it's going to be there, and Owner gets the kill.
I mean, it's just going to...
Down and On takes the 4th. And now engaging, it's going to be a little bit more difficult until that Warmogs gets some work done. The flash forward, and Carrier once again takes matters into his own hands. The flash over from Faker, and he will wait for that Zhonya's to wear off. On now, having to battle dance his way out. Owner is absolutely unstoppable, and Faker, he's just diving in. He doesn't even mind if Bin takes him down, but that's not even going to happen as the double kill comes in, as the Stranglethorns come down. There is the ace, and T1 will keep themselves alive here at EWC, and unfortunately the keys for BLG not looking like they are going to survive. I think it's going to be hydraulic press for them.
T1 in a 30-minute game, an impressive comeback here, and the one that matters the most, keeping their hopes alive in this tournament. They didn't make it easy. That certainly did not give the fans hope in the early part of this third game. Game 2. Concerned about how Yun and CoreJJ's laning phase is going to go. If it was a Ziggs in the bottom lane with this, once he catches this wave. So it's not all roses here for Team Liquid, but really great for the Zeri. And once that Cole finishes too, he's going to have so much goal as Umpty, maybe a bit alone.
Yeah, even the short fuse doing a fair bit of damage here to Owner, who does have mainly damage as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes in. The flash forward from the APA, but it doesn't matter. Faker just sweeps up Umpty, puts him into the death chamber, and now T1, they have full control of these grubs. Yeah. To allow Yon to have a 20 CS advantage up against Gumayushi. APA going to get thrown underneath the turret here, but Umpty is there to protect him. Doesn't land the ulti though, and down goes the Ziggs. I don't think Umpty's going to die here, but CoreJJ finds himself on the wrong side of the map. Battle Dance gets himself out as Umpty comes on over and gives him a target to head towards. So it is just APA falling down, but it's T1 finding a bit more tempo here on this map.
Yeah, I think APA getting a little bit of greed there because he knew Umpty was nearby, but Faker flashing the Arctic Assault there. They have enough damage. And that's going to be the Dragon here going over to T1. It wasn't in the mid lane where he got punished on the Ziggs to this Emperor's Divide, but now an ultimate doesn't have flash here, but they are going to just try to rush it. Faker does so much damage to this Baron, but can they turn?
Yeah, full information now goes over to TL, and T1 are getting low. Mega Inferno Bomb connects onto 3! And that's with no setup as well, as the extended beam comes on down. Faker looks for Yanni, finds the flash, and gets the Zeri in the end, but Impact will be able to take down his ex-teammate. Gumayushi still trying to fire forward, and APA, he's basically an 80 carry himself, and he'll be able to take down the Ezreal. 3 members of T1 left standing. Zeus, the last big damage threat, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. He's just going to be backing in this brush. APA is going to face check. Oh, the satchel charge is going to save the Ziggs. with basically nothing. Yeah, there's those 2 thumbs up that we were expecting. And Zeus comes in, and he is going to be falling down. Leap strike from Impact, going to get that one done. And TL have elected for the Elder. I'll start that one up as it spawns. They have positional advantage, banana brush control, but Umpty just walks on in. Does not mind about this one whatsoever. They're all inside the pit. It is an absolute Thunderdome, but the Elder is taken by T1. Is this an opportunity? Impact says absolutely not as they're getting torn to shreds. Carrier sliced down by the Zeri. And Team Liquid, they'll wipe T1 off the map, and they'll be taking game 1 right now.
Not a chance in this game, start to finish. T1 don't get to play their proactive playstyle. They don't get to play the Leona into the Recon bottom 2v2. It was TL pulling the strings, the puppeteers of game 1, start to finish. A beautiful look like. How do T1 set up these lanes? Do they decide to lane swap? Will we see the Zeri get a massive...
Yeah, Faker and APA just always fighting here in the mid lane. Down to half health, as is correct.
They're looking for a potential opportunity to collapse in. He does have flash. The wave is going to crash here, but the timing... Ooh, I was going to say the timing pretty good for Faker to get out of here, but he doesn't have TP, so he's going to stick around. He may be in trouble now.
Yep, CoreJJ making his way over. There's the flash shield of Daybreak, but Faker's going to buffer the buster shot so beautifully, and Ona is here as well. CoreJJ could be in trouble. No flash up and available, and he has a blast cone. We'll see whether that's going to be enough, but nope. That is going to be concussive blows coming through. Carrier even has the door to make sure they don't take damage from that true shot barrage. And Impact, possibly also collateral damage from this one. The extender beam comes in. The all-out is going to pull Ona over, and maybe Impact now has an avenue for escape, and he does. Careful Ona here towards the top side as well. Everyone on TL is in so much trouble. That was a decent dodge there as Yun not going to walk in to the Glacial Fissure. True Shot Barrage looking to be traded as APA moves towards the bottom side. Yun is so low, and APA, he's just going to explode. Faker's in there, Carry's in there, and there is CoreJJ trying to Hex Flash his way to safety. I don't think even the Eclipse can save him from this one, though, as Gumiushi almost dies to minions, but he's able to move himself out of the way, and CoreJJ will, in fact, be all right. Lock down this Baron now. Looks like TL should be able to get themselves in here, though, so at least it could be an opportunity. Flash available for Umpty to get into the pit. Let's see whether the General can be the hero. He flashes through, but he's unable to lock it down, and now T1 are going to get their team fight. Already, the brand is being taken out. CoreJJ so low, but there's the all-out from Impact, and Yon over to the side. Zeus, the last man standing really here as far as the damage is concerned. That would, for the moment, Zeus pokes his head out as now Faker thinks he's found Yun, but he does have the arcane shift to get himself out of the way, and now Zeus, we're going to chase after Impact. Umpty going to be the one corner, though, and Zeus takes him out. Oh, the brand is a big part of the damage profile here for TL, and now CoreJJ, the next one that's going to be taken out. They're falling like dominoes, just one after the other, and right as I was talking about it, the window's back in here for TL. T1 are going to kind of slam the door shut on their fingers as this inhibitor turret is going to fall down. The second inhibitor going to go as well. And T1, they might have been thinking about it as well. They're like, well, let's just not let them build those cool armor items. Let's just end the game.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to end here unless they get another pick. Umpty coming up in 12 seconds, CoreJJ up in 10. They should be able to grab that final inhibitor, so that in itself is practically as good as the final nail in the coffin here for TL, but they still have...
Because there are super minions that will win the game.
The minions are doing their job, and this is putting TL between, as we like to say in the LC game, between a rock and a hard place. You're going to either have to defend your base, but you got to stop this Baron. You can't do both.
Yep. And it's a very precious rock and a purple place in this game, Wolf. That's where they find themselves. And T1, they kind of want to win a fight. Is Carrier going to go down first? There is the passive being procced, but look at this. I mean, Zeus is just in there. Impact goes all out, but he will be dead. Or out of there. Yeah, there he goes. Explodes in a fiery explosion of cinders. That is going to be the second Nexus of the series going down, but it's one apiece. A long time. It was a little bit sad that it was Beryl that got the Ash skin in the end. But 80 carries feeling pretty happy, sitting on their core items for the moment. And this turret, maybe not long for the world, as APA, he's just going to teleport in to try and help take down Zeus. He was tanking up the turret, but Zeus is very, very dead, guys. That is a 0-3 Cassante, and the turret falls as well. And this is another way to create a lot of control of the bottom side of the map prior to a dragon.
It's just so surgical, the macro from TL. They find a weak point, they abuse it.
The sidestep's good too, as Ona moves on in. Impact going to almost avoids a seismic shove. Cease and desist with the help of the turret. He's going to come through, and he's not that tanky. Ona in the same position, though, as the explosive charge goes off. Another seismic shove from Faker, but it's a 1-for-1 in the
Death cap as well. He's about to be huge in this game, damage-wise. Has otherwise been pretty quiet this game. Has made some big plays when we go to the team fights, but hasn't actually been able to do all too much. Might make a play now.
Impact almost able to get to the other side of the wall, and then realizes that there are a whole lot of bad guys moving down towards the bottom lane.
But top side.
Yeah, it is going to be an inner turret in trade, and I don't think APA is going to waste very much time taking this one down. Zeus also maybe caught out of position, but no. Very hard to chain CC. Now we're going to have very even team fights moving further forward.
Baker does have his Weaver's Wall here, so TL need to be super respectful. This is still a Vi composition.
Yeah, Umpty could once again be in trouble. Seismic shove almost pushes him back over the wall, and there's no response because the wall cuts off the rest of TL. Umpty, we've seen this before. And the Zeri is so much DPS in these fights. They need to get themselves together as the Weaver's Wall comes on down. There's a huge pushback from Zeus, who's in amongst 4 people right now. Gumayushi, the only one there to back him up. And they want to take him down, but they're not going to be able to do so. Cease and desist comes in on top of Core JJ, and then it's Ona that's out once again. APA torn apart at T1. That was absolutely gorgeous. The flash forward from Faker to finish the job. And it's just Impact that's left alive. I think T1 are kind of done with this game.
I think they're done with it. They want to push down this inhibitor and end the game. So close to escaping was APA there, almost over the wall. Owner with the heroic plays there in those final moments. Impact, last man standing, picks up Azonius here. Let's see what he can do.
Well, he does go golden, but that's not going to apply to his turrets, unfortunately, so they will be taken down. Core JJ is going to respawn. It's not going to be his day, though. T1 will move to the finals here at EWC, and they will keep their key alive, unfortunately for TL.
Such a challenge.
Yeah, I feel like we saw Carrier kind of have a masterclass on the board when he had to be the...
Exactly who you want the money going to. As now Tien looking to try and answer as Faker under his inner turret. That's a very optimistic gank, but they're still going to get so much free time with this outer.
They want to get something out of it. Unfortunately, Daisy not going to have the same explosive impact as the ult coming out from Owner. That's how you want to use that. Meanwhile, Faker...
yeah, Arrow comes in. Owner is going to turn up, though. They do manage to get the plants out as Cream. He's slowed down, but he's out of turret range, and that is going to be the successful kill on defense. Less relevant with luxury items like that being built up. Still T1 looking for a team fight. Mako throws down the door. And the arrow is going to connect once again. It's on to Owner as he's taken down to half health. The redemption comes in and he has nowhere to go. Knocked into the sky and taken down. There's a fight on the bottom side of the map as well, as Gumayushi has to ult just to try and defend this inhibitor turret pre-20 minutes. Faker now fighting against 369, keeps himself alive as Zeus is there, as is defender. 369 almost getting there. We pop back and Faker is able to end it in the end. Still, that was real dice in there. Had to invest. Yeah, and look at these explosive charges. So much damage onto this turret. It is just gone. Nothing that T1 can do. They have to completely pull the trigger and fully commit to a fight if they want to try and stop this, as the arrow is going to be carried alongside the Valkyrie, and that will allow Faker to keep himself alive there. But I don't think they're going to stop. The siege is going to continue forward, and they can do so comfortably with the fact that Cream is so huge, and Tien can give him those little pockets of safety with these brushes, and oh my goodness, the explosive damage is absurd. Jackie Love is going to tank the Tempered Fate and isn't too worried about it. Now Nexus turrets are just falling left, right, and center. Only one remaining here as Top Esports, an absolute statement here in game number 1. Here's that last-ditch effort for T1, but it is too little, and it is going to be too late as Top Esports, they should make quick work of this last remaining turret and then get to work on the Nexus. Absolute domination from the undefeated team here at EWC. And
it's the simplicity we've been asking for T1. They finally get it, and they get comfort. Faker on his ear, Owner on.
Does have flash here, but might be in trouble.
Yeah, the teleport didn't work out. Let's see whether the flash does as he gets Bramble smashed back. Faker is here though, the teleport very early on, and now it's 369 that might be overextended. The charm doesn't land though, Orbit Deception, fair bit of damage onto Tien, and if anything, Faker has just saved his top laner, but can they actually find something more? As the Foxfires come on in, 369 going to be the first target, he gets under the turret, but the charm will find him, and now Tien's moved the wrong way. He wants to take a ward for his trouble, but he will burn down instead.
The second objective online.
And the fact that they're just going to get this tier 2 bot, it's such a huge influx of gold. Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous as Mako throws out the ulti, looks to interrupt Owner as he walks his way in, but the teleport from Zeus should mean this bottom laner going down as Mako able to walk his way out. The Foxfire is enough to do it though as Faker picks up another one. The Rift Herald is taken there in the meantime, so Toppy's any risks on this map as Mako possibly caught out. There's a handshake. He puts up the door. He's soaking a lot of damage, but Faker dives in. He picks up Tien, who does have the twisted advance to try and get forward, but Zeus, it's once again the barbecue, and Faker is taken down. Trees on top of it. Jackie Love dies off the back end. Faker, he even had the bailout available. He was never going to die, and that is a clean ace for T1.
Such a decisive victory from T1 to bounce back on this one. Age comes through. They connect on every single target. 5-0 ace. Looking to end the game here.
Mako has to check. They have no vision. Somebody has to go in. If they don't, the Baron is lost. They walk right in to this chain CC composition. The snipe from Zeus with the equalizer, and T1 are going to equalize this series.
Yeah, and that is stomp after stomp, but on other sides of the Rift, ladies and gentlemen, as the Nexus goes down, we have an
My biggest concern here for top esports is that we're moving into a world where Faker has agency. You know, he had agency on the...
That's what we've been seeing with this Azir Corki matchup these days. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide, though. The spear is going to connect, and first blood goes to Owner in a blink of an eye. Not their sole point. Big one going to fly by here. As 369 wanting to find that flank angle. T1's vision is decent, but the Dragon has been started here by Top Esports. Owner off to the side, wanting to stay hidden as he throws out these spears. Jackie Love moving back. See where Gumiushi is going to fire that arrow as Carrier with the information. Handshake now on cooldown.
Fantastic
and the Dragon
angle
going down lower and lower.
Just fighting it out slowly.
Yeah, there's the hook finally going to connect there as now Zeus dives in. He finds the Q, and there's the all-out special delivery from the T1 top lane of Tien. He's going to survive. Jackie Love gets one back, but now Gumiushi is free hitting in the back line, and it's a double kill for Owner. It almost looked okay until it was domination for T1.
Stack's going to get reset again.
Falling down, but thankfully the GOAT's going to be there to help him out.
Yeah, not able to take him down. I mean,
that'll be the trade. Top Esports now looking for their second Chemtech Drake. They were able to take the last one. And now a teleport is coming in. T1, they want to get themselves towards Soul Point as the spear almost does it, but it's going to be the secure hook. It's going to connect onto Carrier, but the hostile takeover comes in. The flash gets him out of there, and now it's T1 able to turn it. The flash from Owner almost gets on top of Jackie Love, and it's Faker that finishes the job. Double knockup, but it doesn't matter. T1 crush another team fight.
And the absolute greeding on 2.5 items, so much damage, and this is post-Baron, so they're able to win the fight on Dragon, albeit they lose it, and then go straight to the purple worm. T1, that was extremely any means impossible. It's just the super minions, as you mentioned, the 6-man here for T1. Kill him twice, and that's the end of the game.
Handshake comes in here from Carrier as Cream not going to get hit by the hostile takeover. And so will keep himself alive, but Flash is now down. All the inhibitors going to be down. There is one Nexus turret left available. And T1 should be able to get rid of that one as well. There's the knockoff from Jackie Love, but he cleanses and flashes, gets himself out of the way. Still Zeus gets on top of the Draven, and the Nexus will just explode. T1, match point here at EWC.
Strong with the Tristana, but they have a great front line here. They have insane range, and you only...
He got full vision, but I think seeing the Gromp is being has been taken down gives him enough of an idea as to what's going on here. As there goes the blue buff. Tien possibly out of position though, as Carrier is going to move on over first. Gumiushi and Jackie Love are fighting. No more Blade Caller going to be available. The heal comes in to make sure Gumiushi is safe, and Tien is in so much trouble. Faker's going to come over. That's first blood for Gumiushi, and Arcane Shift gets Jackie Love out of trouble. And it looks like T1, they were thinking that that might be happening as the Rift Herald will be started by TES with a lot of people moving up that river. Daisy getting aggressive. Teleport to come in though. As you can see, Faker wanting that flank angle. He's on this ward. They're wanting to find that opportunity. The Glacial Prison does go wide. There's the grand entrance, and there is the last breath to land on the Cream. The flash over the wall. The Corky going to be taken out of the fight, but can they win the rest of it? Is going to be the question. The Equalizer avoided relatively well. The slowdown on Mako, but the health bar on 369 is massive. He goes all out. He's dancing around the fight. His Faker against the shield, and the Steel Tempest will take down 369 in the end. The flash forward from Mako, the desperation, but the feathers are there, and so is Jackie Love. He's dashing forward. He's trying to find these low health bars. There's Guma. He's flashing the triple kill for Jackie. Make that a quadra. And Top Esports are back in the game.
Still there from owner, meaning that Carry is going to pick that one up. So walks out from the Sejuani. Faker will get a turret here in exchange, but it is going to be a turret for turret. First brick going, however, to T1.
Instead. Item spikes that did come in. Zeus on a flank angle. It's looking pretty scary as well. If they can get behind the tree line, so to speak, Tien's going to put up. This could be big, and there it is! Tien already taking so much damage. The Redemption comes down, but it doesn't let Jackie Love. He dies in the blink of an eye. They traded for the Rumble, though. 369 still trying to get out of there as Gumayushi trying to chase through, and Faker is able to clear up the rest of them. They didn't even need the Zaya in the fight, as it turns out, as Cream is going to die. Gumayushi comes in, some casual auto attacks, and who cares about Dragon when you can kill a purple worm?
I'm coming in here from He's just back again.
Better type vibes as the Equalizer does go down, and Jackie Love, he wants Arcade Shift over. He needs to, and he's still dead. Faker is going to put his sword into him.
With this amount of pride, this amount of vision control, you got to leapfrog those brushes forward as Top Esports. Give Jackie Love a position to carry. Carry will be spotted on this flank, but it may be too late.
Yeah, Gumayushi out of vision. Carrier is going to walk over that control as this Dragon is going down low. The ulti is going to go wide there from Ona, though, as you can see. 369 looking to keep Carrier out. There's the Infernal Soul, though, and the Equalizer is phenomenal. The grand entrance from Carrier once again as Faker is going to flash on top of TN. The all-out comes through from 369, but he's just dead because now there's a Zaya in the fight. It's a clean ace, and T1 are looking to take their last nexus of EWC.
The team fighting is excellent. The target selection is supreme. T1 have ramped up over the tournament and are looking to end this game.
Such a great flank from Carrier spotted, but this team is in position to follow up. No one can punish him, and the Rakan with a grin on his face is gonna get it done.
The Nexus will fall, and T1 will be your first Esports World Cup presenting League of...
This is everything T1's Faker did during the 2024 Esports World Cup. Do you think he rightfully earned his MVP trophy?